I don't know if anyone here has tried looking for an apartment recently. The last time I tried was over the summer, and I remember specifically seeing pictures of apartments that were AI. Pictures of apartments that were AI. And that's what we're talking about today, guys. So to start this off, all right, real estate is entering its AI slop era. One of the first things I did when I woke up was I read this Wired article and I was like, whoa, this is crazy, because I have experienced this before. I've seen this firsthand. Fake video walkthroughs, a magically expanding loft, and stair hallucinations are just some of the new AI generated features house hunters are coming across. Landlords, instead of using the real pictures of apartments, are now sprucing those pictures up using AI, and it is making deceptive images of what these apartments actually look like, and it's kind of terrifying. It's kind of freaky. The main reason why this has been blowing up over the past few days is mostly because of this tweet. This article was written because of this tweet, so I thought it was a little bit important to reference this. And this is from D-Lashi Art. Like, this had me screaming. This is the pick in the listing versus what shows up on Google Maps. And it's quoting their own tweet saying, so I'm noticing as I look at houses to rent that landlords are using AI to stage the pictures, but the AI is also cleaning up the walls, paint, windows, and stuff in the process. So when you go look in person, it looks way more worn and torn than the pics would show. It's kind of scary, and it's incredibly deceptive. And I feel like this is one of the worst scenarios where you could do this, because if anything, apartments and houses are really, really important to be exactly as they're advertised. So breaking this is really, it's scary, and it's a lack of trust. Anyways, these two pictures are really, really funny because obviously, as you can see, this picture on the left is what was listed, and the one on the right is the actual house that was shown. I have some larger versions. Look at this. It is so, and this is scary because it's so obviously AI. Like, this is just not real, obviously. This is the real picture. A real landlord took this picture of their house and got it turned into AI, and this is what you see on the listing. It's incredibly deceptive. It's incredible. It's all just false advertising, and it's really, really scary. But a little bit more. This is from a different article. But in recent months, home buyers, renters, real estate agents, and photographers have noticed an uptick in AI rendered images in listings, some with fake staging and altered details, and others that seem to show entirely different houses. The latter of which is kind of what you're seeing here. The door is entirely wrong. The support, the pillars are wrong. There's no fence. It's just scarily wrong. Although cosmetic edits and digital staging are nothing new to real estate, these AI-ified creations are causing clients and professionals to ask themselves if this is a straight up deceptive practice. And I will argue right here that it truly is. The issue that I have with it is that it just makes the house automatically, like after seeing this, I'm like, okay, what else is going to be wrong with the house? If you are like this unsure with your house that you're trying to list and you have to make it look this good, what else is wrong? What else are you hiding? This is a picture that I actually found today. I was looking because, as I just said, the cat picture, I went back trying to find it. I couldn't find it. And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go find a real picture that is listed right now that is AI. And you can see there's a few reasons why this one is AI. This table has a fifth leg for some reason. This AC units don't even look like that. These two lamps on the right, the legs on them are entirely wrong. This lamp in the left bedroom is missing half of the shade. The corner of this bed looks entirely wrong. And the most notable one, the most notable issue is that the TV has a fake tennis court on it. The reason why this is so bad, as I said before, what are you hiding? If you are going to use an AI image or an AI upscaler on this apartment that you're trying to list, on this room, whatever it is, if you feel the need to fake it to some degree at all, it makes me wonder how bad the issues actually could be. The main reason why this has been so prevalent recently, more recently now than ever, is because of this new company co-founded, co-created by this guy, Alok Gupta. I hope I'm saying his name right. Alok Gupta. This guy had co-created this company where the whole point of the company is it's literally to use AI to make fake housing listings. Auto Reel, that's what it's called. Auto Reel is like making it so easy to make fake pictures like this, to make fake listings like this. And it's so scary, bro. The fact that like there's just so, the fact that there's just so much more of this going around because of this one company. Shout out Alok Gupta though. Hey, get that bag, bro. I'm sorry. Like, get that bag. I don't mean to make fun of you here. Here's a quote from the first article that I showed here. Any real estate agent can create exactly that at home in minutes, says Alok Gupta, talking about a perfect listing. A former product manager at Facebook and a software engineer at Snapchat who co-founded AutoReel. So Alok Gupta, he's got a pretty good background. He knows what he's doing. AutoReel is an app that allows realtors to turn images from their property listings into videos. He said that between 500 and 1,000 new listing videos are being created with AutoReel every day. If you thought this was just a few listings, it's not. The 500 to 1,000 new listings every single day are being created. And realtors are using this across the US, even in New Zealand and India, and the technology is just marketed to thousands of properties. It's scary. It's really, really scary. And I have this image once again at the end of the slide because I just want to reinforce how easy it is to fool people. You would not know this is AI unless you looked at it really, really harshly. And once again, the main reason why this is a big problem is because of how deceptive it is to home buyers. Some people don't even get to tour the place that they're buying. And I am sure that this actual apartment that's being listed here does not look at anything like this. I doubt the walls are that clean. I doubt it's that perfect. That's actually a good point. And when everything looks perfect, there'll be no competitive advantages. Yeah, it's like literally after a certain point, just everything is just going to look like pearly white, too perfect. You're just going to be banking on price here. And I don't know about any other information besides this. I just wanted to bring this to the attention of y'all because AI is being used in ways where I never imagined that it would have. When I first heard of like Gen AI and shit like that years ago, and I was like, whoa, this is interesting. And I was like, this won't be used. The fact that it's being used to just truly be deceptive, the whole reason this exists is to be deceptive. Now, I will argue from the defense of Alok Gupta and AutoReel. What's really, really nice about using it from the perspective of a landlord is that you don't have to pay, and this is evil, but you don't have to pay for like professional photography. You don't have to pay for like top-notch cleaning. You know, you can leave little dings in your apartments that you're trying to sell. Like, they do save some money. And I also will argue that like professional photography is really expensive. So like fair, I don't think it's ethical. I think it's just truly deceptive. If I want to talk about deceptiveness, I'd talk about this. Evil as fuck, honestly. There's a decent reason to use it as a realtor, as a landlord. There's a decent reason to use it. But once again, it's deceptive and it's scary. And there we go. That's my work site. That's all I got. Some people might argue it's the same as staging food for advertisements. That's actually a really good point. Like how Burger King and stuff, like they use like toothpicks and like foam to like make the burger look thicker. That's a good point. That there's an expectation of the photos to not be 100% accurate. I think the issue is that is a very different scale of importance. Like if you go to a burger joint and your burger is like 75% as tall as it showed in the ad, that's not the biggest deal, right? But if you're buying an apartment, if you're trying to like lease, if you're trying to rent, and there's like massive problems that are being hidden, that's way different than just getting less food on your burger. It's way different. Both are like equally deceptive. There's a lot more importance and a lot more money involved with a house, with renting, with realtors, with landlords. There's a lot more value in that than with a burger. You know, it's not very even, 6-7. But that's everything I got. I thought it was really interesting. I do want to talk about this a little bit more down the road. So if there's more information that comes up on this, or if it gets like way more egregious, I would love to talk about it. But just as someone who noticed this when me and my roommates were looking for this current apartment that we're in right now, and we noticed this, like actively looking at places, looking at listings, it's freaky, bro. You really got to watch out. But anyways, YouTube, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to comment, like, sub. I'll always ask. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. So peace out, YouTube. Later, guys.